Hi, this is meteorologist Steve Pelletier, and I am the weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on your Friday. It is the 22nd day of the month of November 2024, and big storms along the east and west coast. You know, a lot of the news media have been calling these bombs. Basically, what they are is rapidly intensifying storms. You know, my perception of what a bomb is something that is explosive and destructive and just horrible and horrifying. These are not that. They are intense storms. They are intensifying. What meteorologists do is when they see these things, they say it's bombing out. What it means basically is it just intensifies so quickly and so explosively meteorologically. But when you're trying to explain that to people, you don't want to tell them it's a bomb. You want to tell them it's an extreme storm, a storm that's going to cause lots of changes, lots of wind, and also sometimes can be destructive, but not as destructive as a bomb. So I kind of have a little bit of a reservation about saying that. Along the eastern seaboard, big area of low pressure intensified. It's what we call stacking up, cutting off. What happens is a low pressure system at the upper levels and at the surface basically line up right under each other, and they intensify and then sit and spin and intensify and then slowly move away. And they can bring in all types of weather. There was snow across central and northern Pennsylvania, the Finger Lakes of New York, northwestern New Jersey. For the first time this season, after very dry conditions, they had 2 inches of rain in the New York area. And it looks like that area of low pressure will eventually drift off to the northeast and give us dry conditions for both Saturday and Sunday. Elsewhere across the nation, there's a northwesterly flow across Atlanta and Charlotte. Could be some showers in Charlotte, but in Atlanta, it looks like dry weather, also dry in central and south Florida. No problems weather-wise there. Dallas and Houston looking dry. Some occasional rain and showers in the Chicago area, but that will be giving way to a clearing trend and decent conditions in Minneapolis and Minnesota, and much of around Denver and the Four Corners region is going to be dry. LA is going to be getting some rain from those big storms on the West Coast. You know, I always see these storms when they come out of the Aleutians around the northern Pacific. They hit the Pacific Northwest. They're also responsible for that severe turbulence that you hear a lot about when some of those airliners flying from, say, the East Coast or from Chicago going out to maybe the Far East into Japan or even Hong Kong, China, or even in Thailand. And when they're going over that one section over there, because of the intense weather aloft, it causes severe turbulence between about 30 and 42,000 feet. And sometimes it comes up really fast. And, of course, pilots are constantly talking with each other to try to avoid that. But it does happen in some of the earlier flights when these storms are in the process of intensifying. It's intensifying will, causing a lot of snow across sections of central and northern Idaho, northwestern and western portions of Montana, northwestern Wyoming, and even into the eastern mountains of Washington and Oregon. Heavy amounts of snowfall from this next storm moving in there. That will eventually get to the eastern seaboard. It takes a while before it reaches here. Could give us a little bit of rain in L.A. and San Diego, but limited amounts the further south you go. San Francisco is finally getting some much-needed rain, and it looks like they will get into a clearing trend as we head into the weekend as well. So once again, weather situation for the Northeast corridor. It looks like rain and snow for much of eastern PA, central and northern New Jersey, and southeastern New York. May even be some snowflakes in New York City, too, during the evening hours on Friday, with highs only near 40 as the storm slowly moves away. And again, you're going to hear reports of lots of accumulating snow across the Finger Lakes and across the central and northern mountains of the Poconos and Catskills of New York, and even up in the Berkshires of New England and the Adirondacks as well. Some heavy amounts of snow from this storm as it goes on through. But on Saturday and Sunday, high pressure starts to build in. It'll give you good weather. And that should last right up through Monday before the next series of storm arrives in the east and the west. I'll update you on Saturday morning. Hope you have a great Friday. Talk to you first thing tomorrow, and also updates on Sunday and Monday as well. I'm meteorologist Steve Pelletier, and I'm the weatherman. Thanks for checking in. Talk to you first thing tomorrow.